Man, that's good. Go through the center of the breast and butterfly it open. Kosher salt, hold it nice and high, get that even salt all the way around, and pepper, same thing. Okay, make sure that pan is nice and hot. Let it fall away from you so you don't splash yourself with oil. You're better off cooking it 75% on one side to make sure you have that color and flavor. So this is ready to go. I'm gonna flip it now. Going with a little bit of butter, thyme, I'm gonna baste it, all right? Get some heat back in from the top. Butter is gonna start caramelizing. It's gonna start giving it really nice flavor, all right? Take the chicken out, shallot and garlic, brunoise. It's gonna become a little bit sweeter. The onion, the shallot has water in it. So actually the vegetable is gonna start deglazing the pan a little bit. The flavor is all gonna go into that vegetable. Vino bianco. Now what that's gonna do is give acidity, deep flavor in the sauce, brighten it up a little bit. White wine and chicken is a great combination. And you wanna cook it au sec. You pretty much wanna reduce it until it's gone. Going with that chicken stock. You wanna reduce it down to intensify the flavor. We're probably gonna reduce it by about 50%. You can see the amount of liquid in the pan is a lot less than before. Shallot and garlic are now soft. When you eat them, they're not crunchy. What we're gonna do is add a little bit of honey to the sauce to really balance the flavor out. Add a little bit of sweetness, probably a teaspoon. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Dijon mustard, probably a teaspoon. Dijon mustard is a great emulsifier. It's gonna bring the sauce together, make it thicker. You take that thyme out now, it's done its job. Get yourself a lemon, roll that bitch so you unlock all the juice potential. Get yourself a nice little wedge. Lemon's gonna just brighten everything. You wanna kind of take it off the heat so it doesn't continue to reduce. I'm gonna add another little knob of butter to sort of just make it velvety, rich. Fresh parsley, I like chopping it fine. What you're left with is a sauce that doesn't take long to make, really balanced and nuanced in flavor. It's gonna go perfect with this chicken breast, all right? So now, all we got left to do is plate it. Chicken breast, juicy, just right over top. You wanna get that sauce sort of everywhere, all involved. A little lemon wedge. Lord. Man, that's good. Very simple chicken stir fry. This is a beautiful one pan dish, doesn't make a mess. Very simple, very easy, very delicious. Take a little bit of egg white, get into your bowl, whisk it up. With this, you're not looking for meringue. In fact, you want to be able to kind of see the loose egg in the bottom of the bowl. All I'm going to do with the chicken is just dice it. 1 centimeter cubes. Just cut that down. Take a little bit of salt. Mix the chicken up in the egg. Knock off the extra and get it into that cornstarch. It's gonna make it a little bit more airy, crispy, and delicious. Behind me I have a pan getting really hot on the stove. Chicken, cornstarch, egg, strainer, passette. Just knock off that extra. Pan's hot, that's very important. A lot of mistakes people make doing shit like this is the pan's not nearly hot enough. What's gonna happen is you're gonna put the chicken that's cold or room temperature into the pan. Is gonna cool the pan down. There needs to be enough heat. I got a nice heavy pan here. If you have a wok, use a wok, all right? Nice high sides, okay? Keeps the heat in. I'm gonna go with some oil, fair amount of oil, okay? Chicken, straight in. Now let that go, let that fry. Start taking on some color, getting crispy. In the meantime, we're gonna chop up some spring onions. Got our spring onions here. We kinda wanna go for like, about an inch long. Just like that. Spring onions straight in. You don't need to cook this 100% of the way. In this stage, you cook it about 75%, right? You want color, you want crispy. Cook the raw starch off the chicken. It's probably right around the 75%, like I said. Straight out onto a tray. Okay. Pan back on the heat, some sesame oil. Ginger and garlic. The smell that's coming out of the pan is incredible. You want to cook the intense raw flavor off that ginger and garlic a little bit. And you're going with broccoli. I've also got some dry red chilies. Get that in the pan roasting. Ginger, the garlic, the broccoli's kind of dry frying. Chicken stock. A little bit of chicken stock. Just deglaze that pan a little bit. Start creating a bit of a sauce. Honey. And soy sauce. Careful with the soy sauce because you run the risk of it getting too salty. Give it a taste. Really good. Gonna start to cook the broccoli. I've got some cornstarch here. Tablespoon. You need to add water to the cornstarch so that it doesn't clump up in the finished sauce. What you're doing is just sort of activating the starch. See it like instantly start to thicken up. That's what you're looking for. It's gonna allow the sauce to actually latch on to the chicken. Chicken your spring onion back in. Toasted cashews. You got texture, you've got spice, sweet, hot, sour. All you gotta do now is plate it. 1 pan chicken stir fry. Just gonna finish it with a little bit of fresh coriander. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is delicious. You want it to be nice and thin. You want the breading to get crispy before the chicken overcooks. You normally go flour, egg, breadcrumb. When you do that, you kind of get a heavy, thick layer of coating. With a chicken cutlet, you don't quite want that much breading. We're gonna mix the flour, the breadcrumb, a pinch of salt, the parsley, and the cheese together. 75% breadcrumb to about 25% flour. It's gonna make for a nice thin coating. I got 2 eggs. What I want to add to the egg is a little splash of water because the egg on its own is kind of thick. Too much of the egg sort of sticks to the chicken. You could also use milk. Your chicken breast out. Take my knife horizontally across the chicken, 80% of the way. Open the chicken breast, see where your knife is, and you can just go the rest of the way and open it. Butterfly chicken breast. That's half the thickness of what it was when you started. A little bit of cling film, down, a little bit more on the top. Just like a nonna used to make. That is 1 chicken breast smashed together. Some salt. Do next is go into the egg. All over the chicken. Very simple. Okay? Let all that excess egg drip off. Go straight into your breadcrumb. Very straightforward. Just pack it on. Gonna go in with a little bit of oil. The pan's nice and hot. Vegetable oil. Go in with that chicken. Take a clove of garlic. Get a clove of garlic in the pan. Just perfume the pan a little bit. I'm also gonna go in with a little bit of olive oil for the flavor. Now you're looking for color here, right? The cheese is gonna start to caramelize. The breadcrumbs are gonna start to get crispy. It smells like my grandmother's house, my nonna's house. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. When you add more oil in the pan, add it around the outside. Gives the chance for the oil to get nice and hot on the sides of the pan before it goes under the chicken. And you're looking at like a minute and a half on each side. Hot, fast, hot, fast, hot, fast. There you have, folks, chicken cutlet. Little lemon. A little more Parmigiano. That's all she wrote. So simple, so easy, beautiful chicken cutlet. Dude. Tastes like my childhood. Literally.